he is. Hi, Zayn. Come on in here. You don't have to wear headphones. I don't want you to mess up your hair. I know. I have a gold mic because I'm a pompous ass. Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it. We played I Don't Want to Live Forever the other day, and I was like, I hear Zayn. I don't hear Taylor. I don't hear. Oh, there she is. We heard Taylor. When you guys recorded that, did you record it together or on separate continents?
We were kind of in separate places when I mentioned the idea to her. I spoke to her on the phone, and she heard the song because Jack had played it to her.
Right.
So she really liked it, and she went in the studio the next day. I think she was somewhere else. I can't remember exactly where she was. So
it's obvious. It's obvious
that a little bit nervous pitching an idea to Taylor Swift on the phone and not knowing if she's going to say, "Oh, really?"
Well, the interesting thing was she's actually friends with G. So she'd already reached out because Jack had just played her the song anyway, just because we'd done it together, and she really liked it, and she'd mentioned to me that she liked the song, so I already kind of knew in the back of my head that she liked it, so I was like, I'll ask her if she wants to be on it, and she was cool with it.
Well, don't get this wrong, but it's fitting that it's on the 50 Shades Darker soundtrack, because when I heard it, I wanted to have sex.
That's good.
I mean...
Do you get to see the movie ahead of time because you have a song on the soundtrack?
Who knows? They haven't sent me anything yet, but I seen the trailer before it came out.
It's good.
So, yeah, you get kind of a little bit of bonus things doing the music. Yeah.
I got a boner.
No, bonus.
Is that what you said?
He said bonus.
Oh, bonus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bonus.
I like the boner. You know what I love about your story is I did a little looking up your history. The town what's the name of the town you're from?
Bradford.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds like the same kind of town I grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a simple little working class town where what we did for fun is I would go to the Dairy Queen and someone would beat me up. Because I was always there. They hated me. Anyway, I know that versus. Can you imagine how your life would be different had you been born in, let's say, London? Are you happy to be where you're from? Do you think it really helped form who you are as a person?
Yeah, definitely.
In what way?
I feel like where I'm from, because it is just like a small working class place. People are very easily ready to pull you back down to the earth, like when you get a bit big-headed or whatever, and I'm really thankful for that, because one of the main things I like to hold on to in my personality is the fact that I'm quite grounded. So I'm thankful that I'm from a place like that, because they are quick to pull you back down to earth if you get a bit over yourself.
Well, Zayn, I mean, being in show business, I mean, look, you are doing what you love, which is music, but unfortunately you have to deal with the BS that comes with being in the public eye, that kind of thing. So do you find yourself saying to yourself, I need to go home. I really need to go home this week. These people are driving me nuts.
Not so much, no. I'm enjoying what I'm doing at the minute, and obviously, like, when I was in the band, there were times where, I did necessarily need that time away just to go see my family and recollect my thoughts and exactly where everything was at. But right now, I feel like I have the time to process things, and I'm doing things, in my own space and place, and it's cool and it's enjoyable, and my fans are supporting me through it, so it's a good place to be in.
Do you remember when you were a little kid, when music kind of grabbed you? I mean, where was it in your life where you were like, oh my God, this music thing, there's something about it, it talks to me? Did you used to write songs as a kid?
Yeah, there was like a time in my life where I was like massively into doing like performing arts and theatre studies, and that was kind of like a part of that, and it was like a secondary thing. It wasn't something that I did like as a forefront thing, but it kind of just took over without me realising, and I would be doing like singing lessons and stuff like extracurricular, and I just enjoyed doing it. And then a couple of my friends saw me I could sing, so I thought I'd give it a go, and went on X Factor, seeing how that went out.
We know what happened after that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what did your family think when you said, I think I'm going to give up getting my degree in English or literature, and I'm going to go on the road and sing? Did they look at you like you're out of your mind, or did they support you? What did you feel from your family?
I think it was a combination of both. Obviously, I think if you tell your parents, at any age, that you're going to go off and chase a massive dream like becoming, a music star or an actor or whatever it is that's not necessarily deemed as something easily to achieve, it's always going to be a thing that is questionable at the start, but they fully supported me through everything, and they couldn't be more, supportive and happy of everything that I'm doing. So
That's cool.
yeah, I'm really grateful for my parents. They're really cool.
So why did you decide to write a book? Because we talk about this all the time. Everyone has a book in them, but you got it out of you.
Yeah.
Was there a need to write a book? Did you need to get some stuff off your chest?
Yeah, I felt there was just a couple of things that I needed to say to people that necessarily might have been misconstrued in other forms of media that had been out there. So I just wanted to clarify that I was grateful for everything that was given to me prior to my solo career, and that everything that may have been perceived as me not being grateful was down to me having some sort of issues myself, and not necessarily being able to express that was something that I wanted to explain to people.
Wow. Who wants to write a book?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, is it daunting when you decide, this is a thing I want to do, I'm going to write a book? Did it just sort of flow out of you, or was it a difficult process? How long did that whole thing take?
We kind of did it over like a interview process thing. So we had like a person that would, prompt questions and ask stories, and we would just kind of write down memories and then just slot through that and kind of think what made the most sense chronologically.
Yeah.
And
Is there anything in there that you look at it now and you go, oh, I wish I hadn't put that in the book?
not really. No, I'm actually really happy with the way the book turned out, and yeah, everything that's in there is good, and I think the fans liked everything that was in there as well.
Zayn Malik is here. If you're just turning us on, we're talking about this. Let's finish up with the book thing, because I have a point I want to make. I'm scared about writing books. I'll tell you about that in a second. Let's get to the music after that. Then let's talk about how talented you are.
Okay.
I have no problem talking about how talented you are. I would be afraid to study myself to write a book, because I would be afraid I would uncover some things in my personal life that I just have to come to terms with. So is it something you're glad you did because it helped you get to know yourself a little better? Or was it that deep, or was it something as simple as writing down some thoughts and putting a book out?
I feel like, writing anything down is kind of a little bit of a therapy process, whether that's writing something down to yourself or writing it down in a memoir, writing down in a song. It's just a way of alleviating something that's on your mind and getting it out there. So for me, it was kind of a little bit of that, and I kind of enjoyed it. And
yeah.
It was fun to, reminisce on things and think about what was bad and what was good, and make sense of it all, because I didn't feel like I really had time to do that in the band. So it was nice to have that time.
So is that how you write your music as well? Do you make notes? I mean, how do you write? Everyone has a different style.
Yeah.
I love hearing how people write, but how do you write, Zayn?
On my phone.
Yeah.
In like the text notes.
We usually start singing a song, or just writing down words.
Yeah, it normally comes to me in lyric, and then I'll normally develop a melody afterwards.
Like you'll write a song about meeting me, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, of
And
course.
just dinosaur
And my dinosaur sweater. I'm sure it's you have a whole friggin' album out of this. My sweater I'm wearing. I didn't mean to wear this today.
Do you back your phone up, by the way?
I don't.
Okay, because
Yeah.
if you have songs on there, I cannot even imagine if something
I
happens.
probably should back it up. But
Back that like
I
7
try not
times.
We had Sia in here once.
Someone might steal it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know. I want to see the pictures on your phone. I bet Zayn Malik has some crazy, creepy pictures on it. When Sia was in here, a fantastic songwriter, to listen to her describe how she wrote a song was mesmerizing. But and then we'd have another artist come in, and we found that all artists, no two artists write alike.
How does Sia write as well?
Sia, she'll start banging songs out on a piano, and she'll just she won't even sing a word.
Yeah.
Okay. But she'll sing along to it. She played it back for us. I was
so
like,
crazy.
yeah, it sounded
It was
kind
awesome.
of odd at the same time. I think what song was it she did?
Chandelier? What?
One of the songs she did. She did the spec song for us. She did not want her voice to be the lead on this song, and it was whatever it was. They used her voice on it anyway, and I'm like, well, are you mad that they used your sample track as the hit? She said, no, I bought 2 houses from it.
Yeah.
She didn't care.
But how crazy is that they use the sample track of her voice? Like, that's how good she is.
Yeah,
Like,
she's amazing.
Titanium. That was it. So, I mean, are there any writers that you just think they just write these magical lyrics and you're just in awe of them? Is there any musician that you really, really you look up to?
Yeah, there's a few. There's not one in particular. I take reference from all kinds of different things, but I'm into a lot of like old music.
Like what?
I listen to a lot of like my dad's 90s R&B music still. I listen to a lot of like Donella Jones and like R. Kelly and, you know, like super.
Do you think you have an old soul? Like
maybe. I like to think so.
And that's old?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah, it is old.
That's still new music for me.
Obviously, there's older music as well. Like my dad listens to like old Motown music and stuff,
Right.
but like they're not really, you know, achievable with my vocal range. So I'll try and stick to the 90s R&B.
I'm going to ask you the question, and I've been asking this a lot lately, but I get interesting answers, and it may be no. Have you ever been performing a song, maybe to yourself or to an arena, and you actually got caught up in the moment where you were, and you actually like got a tear in your eye? I mean, have you ever been just so emotional in the music?
I don't think so. No, I don't think I've ever cried on stage. There's been times where I've been stood on stage and I've been stood in front of thousands of people and been thinking about the most random shit ever.
Right.
Like eating McDonald's after the show. Or
Right.
something just really weird that you wouldn't even think about.
Well, see, I would lose the words. I would go,
Yeah.
what was I singing?
You kind of, by that point though, like when you've done a lot of shows, you kind of go on like an autopilot.
Right.
And you just do the show, like, and you kind of just sing and think about really weird things that kind of have nothing to do with what's going on.
But you know, Zayn, music is such a beautiful art form, and sometimes you see a painting that makes you cry, or you hear a song that really just hits your heart. And I it's my wish that every artist gets to that point.
Yeah.
At some point in their career.
Yeah, and I feel like you know, with the music that I'm writing now, and the stories that I'm putting into my songs now, maybe I will have that moment where I connect on stage and cry.
So, and I'm not saying you better cry, Zayn.
I'll cry for you.
For me. I mean, so in writing your music and performing the music, do you feel yourself growing? Do you feel like comparing yourself to 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and today?
Yeah, definitely. I feel myself growing, you know, every day as a person, just as we all do, just getting older and wiser, hopefully. And yeah, just learning things that are going to help us in our everyday lives, I guess, as well as our careers.
Is it fun? Is life pretty good? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Nice.
Winston Churchill, you know my favorite quote from him, "These are the best days." And they just keep getting better. Take it from an old guy. They get better.
Okay.
They just do.
I'll take your word for it.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Your language.
Sorry, my
Potty mouth. Potty mouth Zayn is here.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You said boner this morning.
I did. I can say
That's
boner.
okay.
Isn't that
It's
weird?
okay.
What Americans can get away with versus what Brits can get away with on the air. Like, I remember when we went to England, and I used the word fanny.
Yeah, no.
I talked about the Queen's fanny. And they're like, you cannot talk about the Queen's fanny. I go, what's a fanny? A fanny to us is a butt. Over there, it's a
Front.
vagina.
Yeah.
Yep.
The front
I'm
area.
sorry. We have there's a large ocean between you and me. But anyway, I'm so happy you came in to talk to us today.
No problem. Thanks for having
And
me.
understand that whenever you're in New York, whenever you're anywhere where we are, and if you have a song you want to get out there, if you have an artist that you fall in love with that you want to share with the world, you call us.
Thank you.
We'll put them on.
I'll let you know.
And you're just an incredible artist, and but we don't have to tell you that. I think you know that.
Thank you.
It's all good. I want to play your song now. Collaborating, of course, with Taylor Swift. It's her birthday, by the way.
Yes,
See
happy
Taylor.
birthday,
Yeah.
Taylor.
Wish her a
Happy
little happy
birthday.
birthday. I Don't Want to Live Forever. This is from the new 50 Shades Darker soundtrack. Zayn Malik.
Yeah.